Hi everyone, welcome to Arpita Sharma classes. I am Arpita Sharma, your educator, and today we are going to decode very important editorial. I've also clicked a picture of this editorial and I've shared that on our Telegram channel, Simplifying UPSC with Ease, along with the notes on the same. You can check it out over there. Now, today we are going to analyze it in detail. The right time for India to have its own climate law. So far, we do not have any climate law, a particular climate law. We have different acts concerning the climate, the environment change, but we do not have a specific climate law right now to regulate, monitor, and to supervise the steps or activities which are done in order to save the climate and environment. So this editorial talks about the need of the climate law in India and that how countries' existing laws are inadequate in dealing with climate change. India's situation is also unique. So uniquely we need to handle this issue, right? So here in this editorial, this is dedicated to GS paper 3 and from prelims level, we have to understand what is COP 26, Conference of Parties 26. And from mains level, we will understand why India needs climate laws and what can be the solution in that direction. The class PDF is already uploaded on a Telegram channel. You can check it out over there. Let's get started without any delay. So here you will see the editorial. This is the editorial. Now, if you are really serious about your UPSC CSE preparation, if you're serious about attempting the mains, if you're preparing keeping in mind both prelims and mains, then I'm assuming that you must be reading the editorials daily. अगर आप सीरियस एस्पिरेंट हो, सीरियस एस्पिरेंट क्या करता है, वो प्री और मेंस की तैयारी साथ साथ करता है. तो इफ यू आर अ सीरियस एस्पिरेंट तो आप प्री और मेंस की तैयारी साथ साथ कर रहे होगे और अगर मेंस की तैयारी भी कर रहे हो तो एडिटोरियल तो मिस करते ही नहीं होगे और अगर एडिटोरियल मिस कर रहे हो तो यानी कि सीरियसनेस में कमी है. सो इफ यू आर सीरियस, please do not skip editorials because these are the sources from where you can make your answers, you can make your structure of your answers. Okay, you can write answers, you can frame content for your answers through editorials only. All right. So the United Nations Climate Change Conference COP26, it was held from October 31st till now it is going to be conducted till November 12, 2021. And it is currently being conducted at Glasgow. Glasgow is in Scotland. कहाँ पर है ये? Scotland में है जहाँ हो रहा है, चल रहा है. ठीक है, point clear हो गया? Now, this COP26 is important because it is going to call for practical implementation of the 2015 Paris Accord. Paris Accord 2015 में साइन तो किया, but properly implement नहीं हो रहा है. तो उसी के implementation के लिए ये meeting हो रही है. In this meeting, the rules will be set to implement the conditions of Paris Accord. Okay, now here we will study about the India's proposal. देखो पहला first paragraph is talks about Indian proposals and here these are the notes that I have framed. Before we study these notes, here's a small announcement for all of you. On Unacademy, we are launching new batches from 10th of November. So if you're preparing for UPSC 2022 and 23 exam, then here's your chance to get yourself enrolled in these new batches on Unacademy Plus, which are in Hindi language also, English language also, and आपके year के specific हमने batches तैयार किए हैं. This is the code which you can use to get 10% discount. तो ये वो कोड है जिससे आपको डायरेक्टली 10% का डिस्काउंट आपके प्लस के सब्सक्रिप्शन पर मिल जाएगा. अर्पिता 10, अर्पिता 10. There is no space in between. A is capital, rest of all the alphabets are small. Okay. And another important point that at Unacademy we have also started free test series for UPSC CSE for prelims. तो अगर आप 2022 या 23 की तैयारी कर रहे हैं तो प्रीलिम्स के लिए हमने नए टेस्ट सीरीज निकाले हैं. अभियान डेली स्टैटिक क्विज, T20 डेली करंट अफेयर्स टेस्ट सीरीज एंड अनअकैडमी कॉम्बैट. These two are conducted from Monday to Friday every day at 10 a.m. and 7:30 p.m. And Unacademy Combat, which is a scholarship test, free scholarship test, it is conducted every Sunday at 11 a.m. in the morning. Okay, so accordingly you can add them to your UPSC CSE preparation. ये free test series है, Unacademy के ऐप पर available है, आप directly वहाँ जाके enroll कर सकते हैं. Also, if you are facing any hurdle, financial hurdle in getting your subscription on Unacademy Plus, we are also providing लोन फॉर यूपीएससी प्रिपरेशन ऑन अनअकैडमी, जहां पर 0 प्रोसेसिंग फीस है, 0% इंटरेस्ट रेट और 2 आवर्स में अप्रूव हो जाएगा ये जो लोन अगर आप लेंगे। और इसमें मिनिमल पेपर वर्क है, फ्लेक्सिबल टेन्योर्स हैं एंड हिडन चार्जेस बिल्कुल नहीं है। सो द लिंक इज गिवन बिलो इन द डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स। टू अवेल 10% डिस्काउंट यू कैन यूज कोड ARPITA10 and you can get your loan today. So here in this article it says that the United Nations Climate Change Conference 26 is currently being held at Glasgow in Scotland. And here Prime Minister Narendra Modi announced on November 1 को Prime Minister Modi ने announce किया his Panchamrit solution, 5-element based solution. He says that this Panchamrit solution aims at reducing fossil fuel dependence, second, reducing carbon intensity, third, ramping up India's renewable energy share to 50% by 2030. And also, they say that we are considering, right now we are considering new energy pathways, right? So that we can limit or we can remove climate hazard and we can include nature-based solutions and national accountability. So fourth आपका पंचामृत solution में है, write it down. It is nature based solutions to stop the climate change adversely, and fifth is national accountability. We are going to be responsible and liable for whatever happens in the nature. देखो नेचर में जो भी हो रहा है हम ये नहीं बोल सकते पड़ोसी की वजह से हो रहा है, आपका भी उतना ही कंट्रीब्यूशन है जितना आपके पड़ोसी का है, राइट? आपके पास भी गाड़ी है, आप भी एसी यूज करते हो, नहीं तो आप भी पानी का कभी कभी वेस्टेज करते हो, नहीं तो आप भी कभी कभी बाहर प्लास्टिक पॉलिथीन यूज करते हो या डस्टबिन में कूड़ा ना फेंकते हुए सड़क पे फेंक देते हो, सड़क पे स्पिट कर देते हो। तो जितना आपके पड़ोसी का कंट्रीब्यूशन है ना उतना ही आपका भी कंट्रीब्यूशन है। जो अभी हालत हो रही है ना एनवायरमेंट की, हमारा आपका सेम कंट्रीब्यूशन है, तो हमें अकाउंटेबिलिटी अपने सर पे लेनी ही पड़ेगी, बिकॉज जब हम अकाउंटेबिलिटी लेंगे तभी हम सतर्क होंगे। व्हेन वी टेक द responsibility, accountability and liability, only then we get aware about what we are doing wrong. So this is the Panchamrit solution presented by Prime Minister Modi, and he said that this is the right time for India to plan setting up a climate law while staying true to our goal of climate justice, carbon space and environmental protection. तो हमारा यहाँ पर please write it down, goal is climate justice, climate justice. Second is environmental protection. And third is creating carbon space, so that carbon intensity can be reduced. Now the next question is why India needs climate law. India को climate law की जरूरत ही क्या है? We have Environment Protection Act, we have Air Pollution and Prevention Act, and we have Water Prevention and Control of Pollution Act. Then why do we need this, the different separate climate law? Now there are few reasons for this. First of all, first reason is that the existing laws are not adequate. For example, if we take the Environment Protection Act, this Environment Protection Act is grossly inadequate to deal with the violations on climate. Why? Because here we have clause 24 which says, write it down, effect of other laws. The heading of clause 24 is effect of other laws, which states that if an offence is committed under this Environment Protection Act, here in this editorial, here this is mentioned. See, effect of other laws, okay? So it states that if an offence is committed under the Environment Protection Act or any other law, the person will be punished under the other law, for example, Code of Criminal Procedure. So that means EPA is subordinate to every other law. मतलब इसके अंदर आप violation कुछ करोगे तो आपको जो आपका CRPC एक्ट है, कोड है, उसके तहत पनिशमेंट मिलेगी। EPA में ऐसा कुछ पनिशमेंट अलग से इसका प्रावधान नहीं है, यानी कि EPA सबऑर्डिनेट हो गया। When there is no provision separately for punishment or of violation of climate under EPA, that means it becomes subordinate to other laws, right? So it is also not adequate, and there is a need to integrate climate action also. Okay, now when I say integrate climate action, it means integration includes adaptation, mitigation and monitoring the progress. Okay, these are the three points that are included in the integration of climate action. Third is there is a need to frame a comprehensive action plan. Currently there is no comprehensive action plan. What is comprehensive action plan? It means technological plan such as changing energy sources or carbon intensity, and nature-based action plan, which focuses on restoring the ecosystems, balancing the ecosystems which get destroyed because of our rigorous activities. And next point is that we all know India is unique. India का situation ही unique है. E point आप ले लो यहाँ पर. India's situation is unique. Climate action cannot come by furthering sharpening divides. Okay, for example, we have set a goal of 500 gigawatt by 2030. हमने क्या गोल रखा है कि हम 500 गीगावाट तक एनर्जी प्रोड्यूस करेंगे 2030 तक. बट इससे क्या होगा? इट विल रिक्वायर क्रिएशन ऑफ wires, pillars, etc., which can endanger the grassland, the desert birds like great Indian bustard, because they die on collision with the wires in the desert, right? So we need to focus on avoiding inequality. Inequality means when we are focusing on our human progress and we are not taking care of the environment, that is inequality. Okay, so in the article na here suggestions have also been given. यहाँ पर suggestion भी दिया हुआ है. Suggestions on climate law. A climate law could consider two aspects. First can be setting up of commission on climate change, okay, and creating an institution that will monitor action plans for climate change, and it will have the power of quasi judicial power of a civil court, so that it can oversee and implement the plans and programs on climate. Okay, and second, we can establish a system of liability and accountability in order to legally enforce national climate change plan. So this is the editorial all about. ये है आपका editorial, the right time for India to have its own climate change. Now this is why you need to study editorials, because देखो इसके अंदर problem in the editorials, problems are highlighted. What is the current problem? Then solution is also highlighted कि हम क्या कर सकते हैं, and that is how you frame answers in mains. Mains में अगर question आ जाता है climate law के बारे में, तो अगर आपको problem पता है, solution का idea नहीं है, editorial से ही तो मिलेगा idea. You will get the content idea from editorials only. Okay, so that is why I am repeating again. प्लीज रीड द एडिटोरियल्स डेली. रोज एडिटोरियल पढ़िए, क्योंकि एडिटोरियल जितना पढ़ेंगे आपका नॉलेज बेस उतना बढ़ेगा, और नॉलेज बेस बढ़ेगा तो क्या होगा? आंसर लिखने में उतना ही कॉन्फिडेंस आएगा. स्टूडेंट्स दे आर नॉट कॉन्फिडेंट व्हेन व्हाइल राइटिंग आंसर्स. व्हाई? बिकॉज देयर नॉलेज बेस इज वेरी स्मॉल. बुकिश नॉलेज ही होती है उनको. जो एडिटोरियल होते हैं वो आपको रियल टाइम नॉलेज देते हैं. ठीक है, तो यू हैव टू गेट अप फ्रॉम द बुकिश नॉलेज एंड यू हैव टू स्टेप इन टू द रियल टाइम knowledge. Okay, this was all for today. I hope you enjoyed this lecture. Thank you and have a nice day.